I'm going to talk about upcoming patterns. So the mic will go so low, sometimes the sound goes so high. So actually, mostly it goes so low, but sound. So let's talk about upcoming pattern. So Belleville, Ontario could get some 0.2 millimeters of rain. So like global warming could lead to so climate change or global warming could lead to more positive Pacific North American pattern. So it's gonna get less negative PNA. That's Pacific North American pattern and less neutral PNA. That means Pacific North American patterns. So this also is like negative North Atlantic oscillations. That is called NAO. It's gonna get more negative instead of positive. So Belleville, Ontario could get some. I already explained this, so skip. So like most of the winter times, I see like you're gonna see it in the end of the video. So nothing around southern Ontario. So 2 p.m. Scarborough, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Newmarket, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Orangeville, Ontario could get some breaks, but most of it is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Belleville gets nothing, so X is nothing. So Newmarket did. So Wyerton, Owen Sound could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Barrie, Ontario 0.25 millimeters of rain. So let's go. Scarborough, Ontario. I'm gonna say everywhere in Toronto is gonna get some mostly 0.25 millimeters of rain, like Scarborough, Markham, Newmarket, down to Toronto, Richmond Hill, Brampton, Oakville, even. So that's everywhere in Toronto. So Newmarket, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Orangeville, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Owen Sound 0.25 millimeters of rain. Peterborough could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Fort Erie, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So next hour, nothing. So Saturday, September 6th, 54 hours of the weather model. So what city is this? Wyerton could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Midland, nothing. So 8 p.m. nothing. 8 a.m. nothing on Toronto. So Wyerton, Owen Sound could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Collingwood, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Barrie, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Georgina could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, but it's gonna get less, but it's gonna get more later on. So Midland could get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. Most part of southern Ontario is dry. Not dry, actually 0.25 millimeters of rain. So everywhere in Toronto except Stoffel is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain, including Newmarket. Orangeville, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Niagara Falls City could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Same thing in Niagara on the Lake. But yeah. So Belleville, Ontario could get some 0. Belleville, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain mostly. So London 0.25 millimeters of rain. So Collingwood, Owen Sound, Wyerton could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, but Whiteton gets nothing for a while. But it's gonna rain for a while, so 8 p.m. Scarborough, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Belleville, Ontario could get some 0.25. Just need to change the settings. Could only do. So Belleville like this. So Niagara on the late city could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So next hour, don't say next hour. So I just need to edit the videos. So Midland could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So Orilla, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Nothing around 8 p.m. So total precipitation once every 12 hours. Ignore, so maybe ignored. So if it's around after passing sun or 8 p.m. is not gonna count this day. So Stouffville is 11 millimeters of rain. Scarborough, Ontario could get some 11 millimeters of rain. Delta Toronto could get some 11 millimeters of rain. Brampton, Oakville could get some 9 to 10 millimeters of rain. 9 millimeters of rain is in Vancouver. Peterborough is 13 millimeters of rain. 5 millimeters of rain is in Belleville. Niagara Lake is 9 millimeters of rain. Niagara Falls City is 11 millimeters of rain. So 7 millimeters of rain is possible in Orangeville, Ontario. Newmarket, Ontario is 8 millimeters of rain. 2 millimeters of rain in Blue Mountain, Ontario. Hamilton is 7 millimeters of rain. 3 millimeters of rain in London, Ontario. Midland could get some 3-4 millimeters of rain. Unit 6 layer. So next hour. So 2 millimeters of rain in Stouffville. Scott Markham is also the same thing, but less. Borderline is like 2 millimeters, 1.2 millimeters of rain. Actually, like 1.7 millimeters of rain. So that's Scarborough, Southern Scarborough could get some 0.7 millimeters of rain. So London, nothing for now, but later on it's gonna get some 0.2 millimeters of rain. So Newmarket, Ontario could get some close to 2 millimeters of rain. Orangeville, Ontario is 0.27 millimeters of rain, not 2, but Whiteton is 2 millimeters of rain, 2.5 millimeters of rain in Owen Sound. Belleville, nothing. Units passing through, doesn't count. Let's see this Saturday, not gonna say Saturday now. So Whiteton could get some 0.5 millimeters of rain. Orilla, nothing. So I'm gonna put X. So rest of Southern Ontario, dry. So next day. So Stouffville could get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. Markham 2 millimeters of rain. Southern Scarborough is 0.7 millimeters of rain. 2.5 is also possible in southern Scarborough. Downtown Toronto could get some 0.5 millimeters of rain. Oakville, Ontario could get some 0.7 millimeters of rain. Orangeville, Ontario 0.7 millimeters of rain. Cobourg could get some 0.7 millimeters of rain. Peterborough could get some in the north. 3 millimeters of rain in Belleville. Somewhere in Belleville. Yeah, Belleville. So Fort Erie is 0.7 millimeters of rain. London, Ontario is 0.2 millimeters of rain. Wyatton is 0.2, 0.75 is Owen Sound, Ontario. Collingwood is 1 millimeters of rain. Orilla is 6 millimeters of rain. So next hour, nothing. So this is the air temperature. It's gonna be air temperature. You're gonna see unless I show feels like temperature is possible. So Wyton is 10 degrees, 13 degrees in Brampton. Stouffville is 13 degrees. Brampton is No, Scarborough is 16 degrees southern. So 16 degrees in Downtown Toronto. Cobourg is 24 degrees. 10 degrees in Peterborough. 11 degrees in Belleville. Niagara-on-the-Lake is 24 degrees. 12 degrees in Niagara Falls City. London is 15 degrees. Hamilton is 15 degrees. Collingwood is 11 degrees. Orangeville, Ontario, and Newmarket, Ontario is 11 degrees. So Orla and I'm not gonna count, so I'm gonna use the temperature degree only cities. So next our warmest of the day. So Wyerton is 15 degrees, Blue Mountain is 18 degrees, London is 20 degrees, 20 degrees is in Hamilton, Downtown Toronto is 20 degrees, Brampton is 21 degrees, Scarborough, Stouffville is 20 degrees, Cobourg is 20 degrees, Peterborough, Ontario is 18 degrees, 21 degrees in Belleville, Niagara-on-the-Lake and Niagara Falls City is 22 degrees, Hamilton done. So next coldest, that means like before sunset, near sunset, actually sunset times, sunrise times. So Brampton is 11 degrees, 10 degrees in Stouffville, Southern Scarborough is 13 degrees, Downtown Toronto is 13 degrees, 14 degrees in Quebec, so 10 degrees in Peterborough, 13 degrees in Belleville, Niagara-on-the-Lake and Niagara Falls City is, no, Niagara Falls City and Niagara-on-the-Lake is 13 degrees. So London is 11 degrees, Newmarket is 9 degrees, 10 degrees in Collingwood, 11 degrees in Wyerton. So next, Hamilton is 13 degrees. So next, Wyerton is 14 degrees, Collingwood is 15 degrees, 17 degrees in London, 18 degrees in Brampton, Downtown Toronto is 18 degrees, Scarborough is 17 degrees, same thing as Stouffville and Newmarket, Orangeville, Ontario is 17 degrees, Cobourg is 17 degrees is in Peterborough, 18 degrees in Belleville, Niagara-on-the-Lake and Niagara Falls City is 19 degrees, Hamilton is 18 degrees. So next hour. So Wyerton is 10 degrees, 11 degrees is in Blue Mountain, 8 degrees in London, 12 degrees is in Hamilton, Brampton is 11 degrees, 12 degrees is in Downtown Toronto, 10 degrees in Stouffville, 11 degrees in Scarborough, Cobourg is 12 degrees, 7 degrees in Peterborough, 9 degrees is in Belleville, Niagara-on-the-Lake is 13 degrees, 11 degrees is in Niagara Falls City, Orangeville, Ontario is 10 degrees, 9 degrees, 10 degrees actually. So next this hour, gonna say west and southwest Toronto. Yes, it's gonna get some 17 degrees. Stouffville is 15 degrees, 16 degrees in Scarborough. Belleville is 17 degrees. Cobourg is 16 degrees. Peterborough is 16 degrees. Niagara-on-the-Lake and Niagara Falls City. Niagara-on-the-Lake is 18 degrees. 17 degrees in Niagara Falls City. Wyerton is 14 degrees. 14 degrees is in Collingwood. London is 17 degrees. Hamilton is 17 degrees. Newmarket is 15 degrees. 15 degrees in Orangeville, Ontario. So next hour. 8 degrees in Stouffville, 9 degrees in Scarborough, Downtown Toronto is 11 degrees, 9 degrees in Brampton, Mississauga is 11 degrees, Hamilton is 11 degrees, Niagara-on-the-Lake is 12 degrees, Niagara Falls City is 10 degrees, 9 degrees in Belleville, Cobourg is 11 degrees, Peterborough is 8 degrees is in London, 9 degrees is in Blue Mountain, 9 degrees is Wyerton. Next hour, city skipped. So this is gonna be 2A. So this is actual final hour. So 18 degrees is in Stouffville. Scarborough is 18 degrees. Downtown Toronto is 18 degrees. Brampton is 19 degrees. Cobourg is 16 degrees. Peterborough is 17 degrees. 18 degrees in Belleville. Niagara-on-the-Lake is 17 degrees. 18 degrees in Niagara Falls City. London is 19 degrees. Whiteton is 15 degrees, 15 degrees in Collingwood, 19 degrees Hamilton. Orangeville in Ontario. Orangeville, Ontario is 17 degrees. Newmarket, Ontario is 17 degrees. Mostly 18 degrees in Orangeville, Ontario. So next hour. So is so this I'm gonna start